Hi. Okay, so you guys probably came from my video where I went on 5 dates with 5 different Jamaican men. I had my dating in Jamaica tips video. Don't worry. We have a great video that's going to be sharing more, going to a little bit more depth. I'm just going to be straightforward and we're going to get into it. So when it comes to dating in Jamaica, you have to be like down to earth and you mainly have to look at the character. And let me tell you about the character because that's a really big thing down here. A lot of the guys them look good. They're masculine. They have a little edge to them that we like. And of course, they're Jamaican. So a lot of people have a thing for Jamaican guys. Yeah, we all love that. We know that, okay? But one thing I have to tell you guys is that a lot of men down here pretend. And you guys have to know when a man actually genuinely likes you and loves you, wants to be in a relationship with you. And then there's some men that will try and use girls down here. And like they have girlfriends and their girlfriends are okay with it. I don't understand it and I don't like it. And it's not only that, some of these men will lie to the girlfriends and be like, oh, it's just like a client I'm trying to use for money. Meanwhile, they're doing all these things with that client and it's just like, okay, no. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to be able to distinguish. And you know what's going to help you with distinguishing is not ignoring red flags when they are presented to you. And also you have to give people time. Okay, be in a relationship with someone for more than 2-3 years and see how they are acting, see what they say to you, see what their main goals are. A lot of us come to Jamaica, we find nice guys and we're like, oh, we love this, we feel young again. Yeah, it's all of us, right? You have to know because some of these guys, I've seen it over and over again where like just men down here in Jamaica, they just love using woman from foreign. It's literally just across the board. They can be working these big huge jobs, getting money, and they still want to do that. So you guys have to know. And don't be so quick to run into a relationship with someone. Don't be so quick to have a child for someone. Don't be so quick to get married and bring them to foreign. Okay? We like them, but you have to be wise. This is just a general tip for anybody. Like, just don't be so quick to have children for somebody you don't know, you just met. Yeah, we're all in that high. There's different stages in a relationship, and the high stage, unfortunately, is the worst stage that you can make, like, commitments in, okay? So I just had to get that out the way. I'm not saying, of course, this is just a select few, but it's very common down here, so you have to know. And also, if you guys wanted me to do a video on girls in Jamaica, especially for men watching, I can do that because I've seen some stuff, I witnessed some stuff down here, and I just like, sometimes I'm just like, man, I have to shake my head. But again, it's not synonymous. It's not like only these things only happen in Jamaica. No, it's all around, but we're talking about Jamaica, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is like, when you come down here, you're gonna meet nice guys. Not all of them are gonna have like the most money, but you have to look at the character in the sense that, okay, what are they doing? Are they helping me out? Are they bringing me out? Are they spending money on me? Are they mean with their money? Are they kind to their money with their money? How do they treat other women? I think I told you guys in one of my videos that how I went out on a date in Canada and I went to a restaurant with this guy, and do you know what made me never talk back to him is that we went to the restaurant and he was like, oh, I'm not gonna tip the waitress. And I was like, what do you mean you're not gonna tip the waitress? And he's like, yeah, but like she didn't do nothing, she just gave us our food and that's it. And I was like, it doesn't matter, like she wasn't mean or anything. If she was mean, I would have been like, okay, yeah, but she wasn't mean, you still have to tip. And then I was just like, okay, that's a red flag because you want to bring people out for dinner and stuff, but you don't want to tip. So I took out my money, tipped the girl, but I took that as a red flag because I'm like, I'm not gonna be with no mean man. And let me tell you guys something, down here a lot of guys are very nice and they're very kind with their money, okay? To be mindful, but you have to be mindful of the ones that are too kind that they spend off all their money, then after they're asking you back for money. So be careful of that too. But majority of them are very kind and nice to them with their money, and they'll also bring you places that they can afford. So when it comes to Jamaica, try not to follow people on social media that's like, oh, if he's not buying you a Benz on the third month of you guys dating, if he's not giving you guys $50,000 every week, like, leave him, sis. Like, no. Sometimes you have to understand that real life is different than what a few women like experience in this life, or like some women experience this life. It's not like just reality. So some of these men, they'll go bring you out where they can afford and you'll have a good time. Like, sometimes it's all about the energy and the vibe that you're getting, okay? You don't have to go to the most expensive restaurant, 5-star. You guys are spending $50,000 for the night. You can, nothing is wrong, but you want to also look at the character and the vibe. That means, like, I just feel like once you actually genuinely love someone, everything is going to matter to you. Everything is going to make sense and you're going to understand a lot of things as well. So that's really important because I've been on dates in Jamaica where these men have it like that. They have it, but like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't like this, that about you, so I don't really care. But then I went on dates with guys who are just trying in life, you know, they're hustling, they have their job and they have their little money and they want to bring you out, and I have a good time. And the same thing, I go with guys who have a lot of money and things and I have a good time too. So it just depends. You have to weigh your pros and options and go for the character, because sometimes other qualities matter more than money. A lot of these people on social media, I'm so glad that I'm not just like easily, what would you say, easily impressionable, because a lot of these guys won't have it. You have to look at the character, the things they do, the way they speak to you, the way they speak to others, how they make you feel, how they take care of you. Look at those things. Those are qualities you want to look, and a lot of guys down here have that quality. A lot of men down in Jamaica will take care of you, make you feel good, cook for you, help you with almost any and everything. If you buck up on a man down here, I'm going to tell you guys right here on the camera, if you buck up on a man in Jamaica that's very selfish and not doing those things for you, it's because he doesn't want to. Because the culture down here, especially if you come from a household in Jamaica, a lot of the families in Jamaica, they teach their boy children and girl children how to do everything: cook, clean, wash, all that. So be careful, because you don't want to get in a situation where the man just doesn't want to do anything and you're doing everything. So again, weigh your pros and options. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, is it like bad if like he brings me to a bar for the first date, or he just brings me like to hang out with his friends on the first date? If it's like the first few dates, okay, I think the first date should be only you and him. And then if he doesn't do that, you can just like talk to him about it. And most of them, if they actually like you, they won't find no fault with it. If it's like a first day you're around people he knows, he's probably just doing that to try and be comfortable around you because he's nervous too. And a lot of them don't really like to tell you that. So that's okay too, you know, because as long as you're having a good time, that's what happens. But moving forward, obviously in the relationship, if you guys are getting more serious, you wanna spend time with just you and your partner, and you guys get to know each other. Nothing's wrong with the little. Some of these bars down here are really fun. I have a bar hopping video on my channel, so you guys can watch the bar hopping in Jamaica video. Some of these bars are restaurants too, so you can go eat, drink, talk, have a good time, listen to music. So it's not anything really bad. And then the way that Jamaica is, it's like alive throughout the whole entire night, so you can have a lot of things to do. But again, always on the first dates, guys, make sure that you guys are taking your time. Don't rush anything. But again, it's up to you guys. I'm just giving you guys the best advice that I would give myself, and I would tell other people around me, because this is important. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys and let you guys know too, right? So you guys just want to take it easy. Now let's talk about the type of guys down here. So there are a lot of people down here, and I can say this because I'm Jamaican too, and I've been living here my whole life. I'm almost 30. I've been coming here for almost 30 years now, right? As I said earlier in the video, a lot of them pretend, whether male or female, they pretend down here a lot. So you have to sift them out. There's a lot of genuine people, but why, it's gonna take some time, okay? So don't be so quick. A lot of men look good, they're like, whoa, him look goody, man, and then his character is trash. He lies a lot, he blah blah, okay? But a lot of them are very masculine. I like Jamaica men because they're so masculine. Like, they do everything that we like. A lot of girls in foreign are just like, oh, my man doesn't do this, that, and the third. And that's why there's like this trend on TikTok where they're like, oh, date blue collar men. I think that's what I call, or white collar men, where they're doing construction and stuff because they'll help you around the house. When you go to countries like Jamaica, you're gonna get a man that's very like handy and can help you. And even if they can't really do that much, you're gonna try their best or hire someone for you to help you out. So I like that, okay? So I said that a lot of them have an edge. A lot of them are into fashion. A lot of them are into hygiene down here. Okay, so you have a big bonus. Jamaica, the parts of the culture down here in Jamaica is hygiene. Smelling good, looking clean, being clean, hygiene, everything from top to bottom. Hygiene is very important. So if you buck up on a man down here that has poor hygiene, sis, run in every single direction you can go, because he's literally just unclean and you need to run. And don't be like, oh, it's okay. No. What are you guys doing with a man that doesn't brush his teeth, wash his face? He has mata in his eye, and as soon as he wakes up, he's smoking before he even thanks God, and he doesn't even do his morning hygiene. He's already smoking outside. Run from guys like that. They don't like bathing. Their boxers look dirty. Like, you don't want to associate yourself with men like that, okay? Because I'm telling you guys, there's so many guys down here who value cleanliness. There's like endless amount. So there's no need for you guys to settle with stuff like that. And don't go into relationships trying to change people. You accept people as face value, and if you can work with it, you work with it. If you can't work with it, just leave and find someone that's within your moral compass, that's within your moral values, your alignments. Yeah. Okay. The next tip I will give you guys in this video, I'm going to be really raw and honest in this video. Well, I'm not going to say fully, but if you're going to talk to a guy down here, because there's a culture in Jamaica of marriage, and then there's a culture of Jamaica of not being married. So you have to choose wisely. Try and sift out the guys who are actually into marriage. And I'm not talking about marriage to go to foreign, like marriage that they actually genuinely like you, they would want to spend your life with you. I would try to say, if you can, avoid the guys that have children with other girls, because you don't want to get into this whole drama associated with a lot of these girls down here. I'm going to tell you how some of these girls down here are, and I think it's everywhere around the world, but as I said, how to talk about Jamaica. All right, so we're going to start off with marriage. You have to ask around. A lot of guys out here will be straightforward and blunt. That's why I said a lot of them pretend, but later on you'll figure out which ones are just, you know? You have to ask them about marriage. Do they believe in God? What is your goal? Because obviously marriage is a Christian thing. It's a covenant between God and the husband and wife, okay? So it is a Christian thing. It's not just a piece of paper. Marriage is way bigger than what people on earth make it seem, like people who don't believe on God. Like, it just doesn't make, this is why people need to do their research on things. Anyway, so see, a lot of them will tell you like, hey, it's not really something I'm into, or nah, I'm not into it, I don't see no sense. They'll literally tell you, you need to listen to when men talk. Men are not, people try to paint men like they're like stupid, and I'm like, they can't. They're like engineers, astronauts, they're presidents and prime ministers of countries. Like, no, they're not. They know what they tell you. You guys just try to make them, you guys just are okay with everything. So anyways, if they're not into it, run and find someone, because there's a lot of guys down here that believe in marriage. They go to church, and even if they don't go to church and they're like in the street, they love dance or reggae, whatever, you're gonna find nice guys down here. And there's a lot of them too, and there's a lot of disgusting ones that will make you like hate people. But don't let one bad experience or two bad experiences ruin everything. Look within yourself and be like, okay, is this something that I'm doing? Am I taking the same type of guy? Look at your patterns and see how we can switch. Sometimes we have to go out of our comfort zone to find some nice guys too, okay? The next thing is these men that have children with different girls, okay? Be careful, because you're gonna more than likely end up as one of them too, and you shouldn't be in the list and the lineup of these men that have so many children. Let me tell you about the girls. I'm gonna give you guys a brief preview of the type of girls down here. A lot of the girls in Jamaica, they're obsessed with money. Money. And when you check it out and do your little investigation, a lot of these women have children for guys because they were in a high in their life where they had a lot of money, or they just have a lot of money, so they go and have a child for them. And then they still have feelings for these guys, so they're gonna cause a lot of drama in your life if he decides to move on. You have to do your investigation, and I'm gonna tell you guys as a girl, do your investigation and figure out if he's still communicating with the baby mother in ways that has nothing to do with the child or the children, and see if she's trying to push a certain energy towards him, like she wants to do stuff with him or she wants to get back with him. Because if you see that these things are happening, run, because it's these girls down here will make your life a living hell. Once they know that the man moves on, and especially if it's a foreign girl, some of them don't even care if you're from foreign. Like, once he moves on and he has a different girl, they're gonna try and ruin the relationship with you and the man, try and bother the man about money, and trying to like break up basically your relationship because they're upset. They want money. Everything is about money with these girls down here. It's so annoying. So you have to run. You don't want to be in the list. But if you know that they don't have no type of attachment, or they don't talk like that, it's only strictly about the child, you can work with it, because there's a lot of good guys that will tell you straight up like, hey, it happened, I never really cared about her, or I don't, and I can show you the messages, we don't talk about anything. You can work with them and see. But always value marriage. I don't care what any of you guys want to say in the comment section. Marriage is something you need to aspire to. If there's problems in the relationship before marriage, work on it and don't get married, or you guys go your separate ways. Marriage does not cause anything. And I hate when people say that, oh no, marriage is the result of XYZ. No, it's not. You guys had problems prior to, or while you guys were married, something came up, but that has nothing to do with marriage. It's part of life. People change, things happen, right? And thank God there's something called divorce. Well, I don't think I don't think that's a God thing. I don't know. Some people say it's made from the devil, but yeah. Anyway, so we talk about that. So that's like a really big thing I want to tell you guys about. A lot of men down here, some of them, like, there's some of them that's like very like weird. They're obsessed with men. They're obsessed with cheating. They're obsessed with men. So be careful of guys like that, like where their whole persona is like, oh, a man you're there with, a man you talk to, I don't want you to talk to no man, blah, 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 blah. Run from guys like that. I'm just going to tell you guys from now, run, because they're going to make your life a living hell. If you decide you want to go to the supermarket and buy east, west, north, and south, they're going to say, I'm man, you go look for. Run from guys like that. If you decide you want to go to a party, I'm man, you look for. Run, because they're gonna just stress you out and make your life a living hell, okay? Anyways, have fun dating in Jamaica. That's all I have to talk about in this video. There's great guys down here. There's trying youths down here that just want a nice girlfriend. Work with them, figure them out. Sometimes they're not really well experienced, or they haven't experienced a lot in life. That's okay. Sometimes in life we are introduced to other people and they show us a different lifestyle we never experienced, and vice versa. Right? So you just want to figure out nice people. And one thing there are nice guys down here. I don't like the thing where people are like, oh, Jamaica man, this, that. No, that's anywhere, honey. And if you date guys from different cultures and countries, you will realize that's a men thing. It's just a men problem. But work with these guys down here. Don't always look about vanity. Look about the character, the heart. He's helping you in different ways. And look at the ambition too. You don't want a man that's just always on his phone, staying home, not doing anything. You want a man that is trying down here, because if he's trying in Jamaica, and Jamaica's hard, he will try anywhere in this world, and he will make your life amazing. That's what you want. A trying man, an honest man, and no one's perfect. I want to leave this with you guys before I leave off on this video. No one is perfect. Sometimes you have to weigh the pros and the cons, and if the pros are more and you can work with some of the cons, or the man is actually willing to work on his downfalls, you got a winner. Have fun. I love it here. Best type of people, Jamaican people. Oh, and also Jamaican men love cooking too, so you're gonna have a ride for your life. I love it. Man, I remember I used to pray for a guy. I was like, I need a guy that doesn't mind cooking. God answered my prayers. When you pray for your husband or your future spouse, he's not going to be perfect, but God's going to put the right person in your life. And you're not perfect either. Always remember that we're not perfect ourselves either. Thank you guys for watching. I'll link similars, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Au revoir.